CAF Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations with today's second Group C game in El Jadida between the reigning champions Senegal and Tunisia. Both countries got off to a winning start on Tuesday. Senegal edging Gambia 1-0 as Tunisia eased Somalia aside 3-0. Gambia bounced back earlier on today with a 5-1 win over Somalia, giving Senegal the chance to lock up first place of the win today over Tunisia. The young Lions of Teranga would have the edge in the tiebreaker, having already beaten Gambia. Well, this will be the first meeting at the Under-17 AFCON between Tunisia and Senegal. The Al Abdi Stadium, the venue for today's game. Senegal qualified as winners of the West African Zone A section, squeezing past Guinea-Bissau on penalties and then doing so again versus Mali in the final after a thrilling 3-3 draw. Tunisia punched their ticket to the final with a third-place finish in the North Zone qualifying campaign, which also saw Egypt and the host Morocco advance. Both teams are appearing for the fourth time at the finals, but it's Tunisia's first participation since 2013. That was incidentally the last time Morocco hosted the tournament, and the young Carthage Eagles finished third. It's Tunisia's best finish at this competition. Senegal, they went all the way a couple of years ago in Algeria, seeing off Morocco 2-1 in the final to lift the trophy for the first time. Papa Ibrahim Faye's team are looking to become just the second to defend the title after Mali did so in 2017, backing up their 2015 triumph. Tunisia first appeared at the finals in the inaugural tournament in 1995. Other appearances in 2007 when they came fourth, and the last one before this in 2013 for Senegal. The first two of their appearances ended in group stage exits before their glorious triumph a couple of years ago. Well, thanks to their opening 1-0 win over Gambia, Senegal stretched their unbeaten run at the tournament to 7 games. They've won their last 4 group games at the finals as well, looking to make it 5 this evening against Tunisia.
Here, we're known for our sense of service. It's all about finding ways to support you. Day after day, doing everything we can to be useful and providing energy in all its forms. Everywhere, every time, all across the continent.
It's Tunisia taking on the holders Senegal today in Group C, match day 2 of the group stage of this year's Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations. El Jadida, the venue for today's encounter between these two sides who are vying for top spots, looking to wrap up a place in the quarterfinals of the competition, as well as a spot at the Under-17 FIFA World Cup towards the end of this year, which will be played in Qatar, with 10 of the 16 participating nations here in Morocco set to appear in that competition as well. We'll have the national anthems in just a second as we continue the countdown rather to kick off here.
لا بد للقيد أن ينتهي ولا بد للقيد أن ينكسر.
Senegal looking to make it back-to-back wins this evening in Group C, but so are Tunisia. Something's going to have to give tonight at the Stade El Abdi in El Jadida, the Atlantic coast of Morocco. Tunisia made the one change from their 3-0 win over Somalia 3 days ago. Comes a little further forwards with Zinedine Hasni taking the place of Mohamed Aziz Chaban. Hasni coming in as part of the attacking three. Anis Saidi starred in the opening game with one of the 3 goals, and it was the number 7 Fedi Tayeshi who got the other 2, as well as the assist for Saidi. Mohamed Amin Nafati, the man in charge of this young Tunisian side. Sino Wanyanya Yukwa of Namibia is today's referee. It was the captain, Ibrahima Soriso, who got the match winner early on against Gambia on a match day 1 for Senegal. The lone survivor from the 2023 title-winning team, and his coach was delighted that he was the one who got the winning goal a few days ago. So it would give him a real boost of confidence after having a difficult time of things with some injuries. And for the final 2 matches of the qualifying competition, he brings some much-needed experience to the Senegal team. Mohamed Amin Belali, the captain for Tunisia. And as there will be throughout this competition, a couple of video assistant referees keeping a close eye on things from afar. So Vincent Gomis in goal for Senegal. Kept a clean sheet against Gambia the first time around. And it's an unchanged starting lineup for the Senegal boss, Papa Ibrahima Faye. There's the victory for his team this evening. Now let's see them wrap up at first place and a spot in the quarterfinals, as well as a berth at the Under-17 FIFA World Cup in November in Qatar. just waiting to get the all clear from the referee as we about to get underway here in El Jadida. Senegal in the all-white kits. They'll kick off, attacking from right to left. Tunisia in the all-red. With these teams with maximum points heading into match day 2 in Group C. So away we go at the Stade El Abdi. Senegal made a good start against the Gambia. And that's a 1-0 victory. The only goal coming in the 7th minute, courtesy of their captain, Ibrahim Sori-So. Mohamed Wanye wearing the number 23 for the Young Lions of Teranga. This is Cheikh Jiang. And it's defence. Lamin Mbengue. Behind Sidi Baram Njai. Throw in will be for Senegal. Senegal will take on Somalia in their final Group C outing on Monday at the same time that Gambia go up against Tunisia. Senegal will stay here in El Jadida. The game will take place in Bereshid with Amin Nafati, the Tunisia coach. Says there won't be much between the two sides today. Says it's a real 50-50, expects a very even game. But he still wants a bit more from his players after the opening win over Somalia. Said they missed several chances, could have scored more than just the 3 goals they ended up with. They've got some defending to do here early on. Brahima Aidara has joined his defensive colleague Cheikh Jiang and coming up for this corner. It's eventually taken, driven towards the near post where it's headed clear. There is Alpha Mbengue. He's trying to just to shield it out for a throw. It does eventually win the throw in. Jiang. All of the members of this Senegal squad are home-based. A number of them attached to the Generation Foot Academy, which has a link up with French side Metz, who are gunning for promotion to Ligue 1. Currently second in the second tier, behind the league leaders Lorient, and just above Paris FC. Papa Ibrahim Afai, the Senegal coach, placed Serine Saliou Dia as the man in charge. Dia taking over as coach of the under-20s. Under-20 AFCON set for Egypt at the end of this month. Comes Wanye. Tigers stayed down. It's going to be another corner for Senegal. To Raman and Budgie. Wearing the number 9, one of those players who is with Generation Foot. So corner this time from the opposing sides for Senegal. And again towards the front post, and it's hacked away. There's a half chance in there. Gomis. Dengue. Senegal dominating possession in these opening 5 minutes. Almost 2/3 of it in their win over Gambia the other day. They only mastered one shot on target. Fortunately for them, was converted by Sorry. Ibrahim Pampafai said that his coaching staff had come up with a master plan before arriving in Morocco. The plan was to win the opening game against Gambia and then make certain they don't lose the second one. Praised Tunisia as a very good and technically adept side, but also said that his players should have nothing to fear, because they have what is required to beat today's opponents. Did feel that his team played with a bit of fear in that opening game. And it's going to be a yellow card here early on for Mohamed Mazen Slama Asefi. Will just have to watch himself. That does mean that he'll be ruled out of the final group game. It was a poor challenge. Just wiped out Baram, and that means he will play no part. Could be a huge game on Monday against Gambia. Baham being worked on by the training staff. The magic spray being applied, as well as a bit of ice. It's a fair chunk of the right ankle there of Baram. Will they go with the in-swinging delivery or the out-swinger? Free just keeping a watchful eye on the jostling going on the edge of the area. Comes towards the 6-yard box, where it's beaten away by Slim Bouaska. Part of Roma's youth academy in Italy, Bouaska. Was a bit of pressure there. Bengue initially gave the impression that he was going to whip it in. Said it was swung in by his teammate, and Bouaska did well enough. Key to concede the throw. This is Sorry. Bengue. Now Bahama. It's Barama who ends up committing the foul. Zinedine Hasni, the books of French Ligue 1 side Nice. There in the France-based player, this Tunisia lineup is Wassim Tissa, who is with third division at Sochaux, and Naim Telmoudi, who's on the books of Nantes. Which gets away from Ahmed Ben Yaya. Nice little move, and goes to ground. Naim Telmoudi. Past one man and then was barged off the ball unfairly by Mohamed Wanye. Wassim Tissa. Try and find a teammate here. This set piece. Ben Ali, the captain, up for it. It's another ordinary ball though, easily headed away. Back towards the Senegal box where Gomis is waiting. Ibrahim Afai felt his side were a bit sluggish in the opener against Gambia. Said it was understandable given the youngsters in his team, many of them experiencing their first international competition. He was hoping to feel a bit more at ease today against Tunisia. Conceded a goal in their last 5 group games either, Senegal. It's a run that began with a goalless draw against Cameroon. Their final group game back in at 2019. And 100% records in the group stage en route to the title 2 years ago. Defeating Congo, and then both the hosts Algeria and Somalia. Thrashed South Africa in the quarter-finals before scraping past Burkina Faso on penalties in the semi-finals after a 1-1 draw and a 2-1 win over Morocco. Allowed them to get their hands on the trophy for the very first time. This is So, El Hadji So, and he goes to ground, wins the free kick over by the sideline. Both games in Group D, also on the schedule today. Angola currently taking on Ivory Coast before Mali go up against Central African Republic later on tonight. Ivory Coast made a terrific start, putting 6 past the debutants Central African Republic on match day 1. Mali got the better of Angola 2-1 in their tournament opener. Tissa as well. It's a loss though by Slammer. The shot from the range as well off the mark. Well, there was a hat-trick earlier on today from Gambia's Aliou Dramé. It's the young Scorpions. Ahmed Somalia 5-1. Keeping themselves in the running for a place in the last 8, Gambia. It's been lost by Senegal, but it's a brilliant bit of play by Dowry to keep hold of possession as he was being harassed. And Yaya flicked on. Gummies comes out to smother. Number 9 for Tunisia, Anis Saidi, based in the US with San Diego of Major League Soccer. That is a good start to their debut season in MLS. And Saidi made his first appearance for the club late last month in a loss against Austin. Former USA under-15 international. Moved to San Diego at the start of the year. After coming up through the Philadelphia Union Academy. Cheng. Jai. Alpha. Continue to move it forwards towards Mbudji, beaten away by the keeper, and did cross the byline, so it will be a corner. Shot from a tight angle from Mbudji. See power in it, and Blasca just about all he could. Powering it back out. Senegal have been dictating play so far, but to make the breakthrough yet. Comes the corner, and it's an inviting ball. Just being knocked around, and then the overhead kick sails over the top. Did see a wonderful overhead earlier in this tournament. It was scored by Egypt's Anas Roshdi in the 4-3 defeat by South Africa in those teams' tournament opener. Egypt hoping to come away with the consolation of a place at the Under-17 World Cup after back-to-back defeats. It means that they are out of the running for a quarter-final spot in Group B. Burkina Faso yesterday became the first qualifiers for the last 8. Thanks to a 2-1 victory in at Casablanca. Banat Tapsoba getting what proved to be the decisive goal in the end, his third of the tournament. Scored that sensational strike from well inside his own half. His team's opening game, a 2-1 win over Cameroon. As he got both goals in that one. The top scorer at the moment is Ivory Coast's Alinho Haidara, who got 4 against Central African Republic in a 6-1 victory. Cleared by Buaska. Brought down well, that's a good little touch there that draws the foul. Wanye asking questions of the just in defence. Adara. Alpha with Idara. Ball forwards from Jang. By the head of Ahmed Benyaya. Sorry. Has to shift it back inside, runs into trouble. And gives away the free kick as well. Tunisia's 3-0 win over Somalia on a match day 1. Which their biggest previous win at the competition. They defeated Togo by the same score in the group stage in 2007. This will be a far tougher match this evening, though, against the holders. Click forwards. To work back to Gomes. He's able to pick out Alpha over on the right-hand side. First time ball, and Alpha has kept his run going into the area. Can he put it across? And it's well defended, but the flag was up on the far side. For his assistant, spot on there. Straightforward decision. Chai. Bengay with Parama. Chai. Dara. Alpha. Jiang. Back with Cheng Cheng. A hopeful ball forward. It's by the head of Naim Telmoudi, but Senegal back in possession almost immediately. Both teams still looking for a bit of rhythm. Now, can Tunisia create something here? Pass with too much on it as Tisa. I see isn't going to get there. That's been a miskicked, and perhaps an opportunity here for Barama. Barama beaten away by Buaska, who comes to his team's rescue after that defensive lapse. See Barama, just Buaska to beat, unable to do so. That could be a key moment in this game. This is Barama again. Well read by Telmoudi. Here come Tunisia on the counter. Still Telmoudi. We'll look at the save by Buaska. Catching his fist. That was a crucial moment to denying Barama. We got him behind the Tunisian defence. Corner here for Tunisia. Slowly making our way towards the half-hour mark in El Jadida. Corner comes in from Tisa. Picked up into the air. And it's Sorry who gets the loose ball first, but unable to find Telmoudi. It's a brilliant bit of play over on the touchline, spinning away not once but twice from his opponent. Cheng. So just getting the ball out from under his feet. Cheng. Barama. He's undoubtedly had the game's best chance so far. Might be another one here though for Senegal. Laid off by So, and driven towards goal, but it's blocked by Telmoudi. The flag again was up on the far side. Just lost track of where he was, Mohamed Wanye. Down goes Tel Moody. But it'll just be a goal kick. Free. The opinion he made too much of that. He was right as well. The best of passes back to the goalkeeper, but does fairly well. Vincent Gomis put into a position by his defender, and here comes Wanye, who's switched sides. Just stepping into a stop play. Going to have a change early on made by Tunisia, and it is Mohamed Mazen Salama Assefi, who was yellow carded inside the opening minutes, who is going to be replaced. Saifuddin Haj Abdallah is going to come on. Being consoled by a member of the coaching staff, Slama. After premature into his participation in this game. It is over in the Tunisian dugout. The midfielder. Now Saidi. Pick out Haj Abdallah though. Just pass a little bit too hard. Pochi doing his best to keep it in, but definitely gone out for a Tunisian throw. Slight miscommunication between the two defenders, but will eventually rolled back to Gomis. Sorry. Puts it through, and could be the opener here, but he's put it wide. Sidi Barama steers wide of the near post. Another good chance that goes to waste. It's Barama again. Just wonder if he was onside. See that he was A couple of yards offside, and the flag did go up on the far side. So disappointed not to hit the target, but it wouldn't have counted anyway. Abdallah. Sorry. Benke. This time ball inside, but just behind, sorry. I guess Dowry's going to be penalised. Abdallah just on for the emotional slammer. Reduced to tears after he was replaced. Abdallah isn't moving too free there. Just something to perhaps keep an eye on. Looks to be okay now though. It's scooped forwards. Jeng. Just down by Wanye. Stays on his feet, so Wanye. The chance to deliver a cross, but like best of contact. Keed back to Boaska. Clearance upfield and just making life a little uncomfortable for the Senegal defence. Nafati, very much a coach who's invested in the process of developing these players rather than just focusing exclusively on results. To set them up well for the pressures of elite football. Hopefully, careers ahead for players in action today. Too, like his counterpart, said that his team had things to improve upon as well after their opening win. There's been a lack of commitment in this first half, but not too much in the way of goal-mouth action. The best chance falling to Sidi Barama after a defensive miscue, but Slim Bawaska, the Tunisia keeper, did really well to deny Barama. Senegal are going to have a free kick here from that late challenge. Treading on the left foot as the opponent. It's the captain who is to be taking charge here for Senegal. 4 men in the wall for Tunisia. There's Lamine Mbengue interested as well, but well, Paul Rank here, Ibrahim Assouri. It is Sorry who goes for a goal straight into the wall. Mbengue to keep it alive. Some footwork from Sorry. And does eventually find a teammate. Spread out over to the far side. Now El Hadji Sow cutting it back, but Zinedine Hasni is there waiting. Never a good moment to concede a goal, but particularly not just before half-time, which Tunisia would be well aware of. Wanye. Strong challenge, stops him in his tracks. Jai to build again from deep Senegal. Jai picks it up off Dieng. Dara. Alpha. Dieng. Mbengue. Well, a draw for Senegal is certainly a result that they can live with, knowing that they face Somalia in their final group game, in which they'll be heavily favoured to come away with the points. Wouldn't be the world either for Tunisia. And leaving a point clear of Gambia, heading into their decisive clash. Mbengue. It's a good ball into the path of So. Pulled back again towards not about the penalty spot, but for the first time he finds a red shirt. Defending in plenty of numbers, Tunisia, to nullify the threat of Senegal. It's a rather obvious tug of the shirt by Dowry. Sorry, trying to slip it through. Well, that place can be brought back for a Senegalese free kick just inside the centre circle as we approach the last minute of the opening 45. Lovely evening. The Moroccan coast. Still waiting though for this game really to burst into life. Dieng. The mindset was that this game was one that Senegal absolutely do not want to lose, and have the more threatening, but still looking to find that opening goal. Just the 1 minute here of time added on. A cautious approach from both sides so far. Safety first, by and large. There's plenty of football left in this one. It could well change after half-time, or even just before this corner. It's headed away. Now so, Bengay back to El Hadji So. Rama, it's cut out, and first to it is Taechi. Rama again, he's caused a few problems in this first half, no doubt about that. Disappointed not to have put himself on the score sheet, Sidi Barama. Had the best chance so far. So there goes the whistle for half-time. Not too many chances in this opening 45 minutes at the Stade El Abdi in El Jadida. Now it's goalless between Tunisia and Senegal. 0-0 after the first half here. Just a few words of encouragement amongst the Senegalese players before heading down the tunnel into the changing room. Tunisia have largely been on the defensive, looking to counter when the opportunity arises. As the officials head towards the tunnel as well. Sidi Barama, the best opening for Senegal so far. But the two teams cancelling each other out as it stands at half-time. Tunisia's last defeat in a group stage game. It's, this competition, you have to go all the way back to 1995, the very first edition, when they were thrashed 7-0 by Ghana. So look at the first half statistics. Senegal with almost 3/4 of possession. Tunisia to register a single attempt. A couple of shots on goal for Senegal. And the one yellow card issued to Mohamed Mazen Slama Assefi, who was rather distraught as he was substituted in that first half. 2 bookings in 2 games for him. And that means he'll be unavailable for the group finale on Monday against Gambia. We'll have the first half highlights with you momentarily. Tunisia taking on the reigning champions Senegal. Second group game for both of these teams in Group C, both of whom made winning starts on Tuesday in this section. Early free kick was beaten away by Slim Bouaska. And then ball was worked into the box towards Abdurrahman Bodji, who had his efforts palmed away by Bouaska. Steady presence between the sticks in the first half for the young Carthage Eagles, and there was a corner that just struggled to get clear before the audacious overhead was attempted by the defender Ibrahim Adara. It was a defensive miscue by Abdesalam Akid that almost opened the door for Senegal. Sidi Barama clean through on goal, but couldn't find a way past Slim Bouaska. A good stop from the Tunisia keeper. So no goals in the first half. We'll be back in a few minutes ahead of the start of the second half here in Morocco. Welcome back to El Jadida on the Stade Al Abdi. If you're just joining us, no goals in the first half between Tunisia and Senegal. The game in this section took place earlier on this afternoon. Drame, who is part of the Barcelona Academy, scored a hat-trick for Gambia in their 5-1 victory over Somalia. As they joined Tunisia and Senegal on 3 points after they were beaten in their opening match by the reigning champions Senegal. Somalia now with 2 defeats from 2 after they were beaten by Tunisia on match day 1. And we are back underway in Al Jadida. Tunisia and Senegal both looking to advance to the quarter-finals of this Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations. Tunisia appearing at the finals for the first time in 12 years. This appearance was back in 2013, which was also the last time this tournament was hosted by Morocco. There is Mohamed Wanye, and now from Bengue. Madara. Ben Ali. It's away from Asim Tisa. It's been given away now. Can Haj Abdallah make something of it? Came on in the first half for Aslama. This time the whistle does go. Female officiating quartet for this game. It's pulled back to Bahama, looking for a bit of space. It's now Njai, who loses possession. Haj Abdallah able to thread it through though, and back come at Senegal. This is Wanye. Low ball in towards the 6-yard box. It's not been properly cleared. Get away with it though, do Tunisia. At least I might have thought I had done. It's Tayechi, who got 2 of his team's 3 goals against Somalia. Haven't seen a great amount of him so far. Sliding in to try and win it back, but in the end, it's Barama who has the shot. Another tame one. Also goalless in the other game that kicked off at the same time this evening in Group D between Angola and Ivory Coast. 6 goals in the early game, but on it since then. The 2 to follow. One more to come tonight as Mali take on the Central African Republic. Two-time former champions at Mali. Finished 4th the 2023 edition. One of 5 teams to have lifted the trophy on 2 occasions. Gambia among that quintet, as are Cameroon, both present here in Morocco. It's Ghana and Nigeria. The first 2 countries to get their hands on the trophy more than once. Failed to qualify for the finals this time. Sorry. Towards so, and wasn't quite sure what to do with it there. Tayechi just whacks it out of play. This time, so wins the corner. Signing challenge from Tayechi. Well, if it does a finish level between these 2 teams, we'll leave Senegal with their destiny firmly in their own hands ahead of their group finale against Somalia. Same would be true of Tunisia as well, who take on Gambia. In comes the corner, it's headed up towards the far post and just parried away by Bouaska. Perhaps could have caught that. It was about to be another corner, but offside was the decision in the end. Ben Yaya plays for Esperance in Tunisia. Some Senegalese support in the stands, hoping their team can pick up the 3 points this evening that would rubber stamp their place in the quarterfinals with a game to spare in this section. Just a little hasty with that pass forwards. It was a good run to begin with. The quality in the final third has been somewhat lacking so far. Alpha. Mane will give chase. Outcome is just a goal kick. First time layoff from So. And it's smacked against Sorry. It ricochets through to Balaska. Just read the bounce there, and can Senegal take advantage? Step over. It's poked away, but Senegal are going to keep possession now. Alpha to the skipper, Sorry. Completed almost 4 times the number of passes as Tunisia. And Senegal not be able, though, to convert the possession they've had into too many genuine chances, let alone a goal. Sorry. There's a go, and it was rather ambitious and off the target. Tunisia appear to be about to make another change. Pump forwards. And straight back in the other direction. Much in the back, and it's going to be a Tunisian free kick. That change is now going to be made. Wasim Tissa. It's his number that's up on the 4th officials' boards. Mohamed Aziz Chaban, who started the win over Somalia. Dropped to the bench for today's game. But will get more than 30 minutes as a substitute as he comes on for Tissa here. Comes the cross, and it's headed behind into a little pressure by Ibrahima Aidara. Isn't fully aware of his surroundings. Shaban is going to take this corner. It's easily cleared onto that near post. Well, there's a real goal glut to kick things off. 34 goals scored across the first 8 games in a match day 1. There have been a couple of goalless draws, though, since then. Cameroon and South Africa playing out a goalless stalemate yesterday in Casablanca before the hosts Morocco were held by Zambia in Mohammedia. Able to shake off Dowry there. Was El Hadji So. And Tayechi happy to settle for a corner here for Tunisia. Another chance here for Shaban. Try and do better than his first corner. Again, it's another low one in. And so goes for a foul inside the area. Might be in here. Senegal. That's a fine bit of defensive work by Benyaya. Loses his boot in the process, and the result is a corner for Senegal. It's could have been a lot worse. To turn to his bench, Papa Ibrahimafai, the Senegal boss. Sorry, it's in the corner, and it's going to be another one. Just behind. Again, another low delivery. It was flicked goalwards cleverly, but ran into a fair bit of traffic. Now Alpha, low ball in, and there's a chance potentially for Mboji. Didn't appear to get a touch on it, but it was fired in low by Mbengue. Bawaska upping that left foot of his, just taken a knock inside his goal mouth. So another look at that opportunity. It was fizzed in low by Alpha, and just seemed to whiff at it as tried to steer it goalwards. Mboji. Climbing over. Mboji is Ben Ali. So on the header, but that will just be a throw-in. Referee just checking on the health of Mboji. That blow to the head. Really struggled to get their forwards into the action much, and this is Tayechi who gives chase, and will be a corner for Tunisia. That's a different story to the other day when Tunisia created numerous chances in their win over Somalia. Could have scored more than the 3 they ended up with. They've barely had a sight of Vincent Gomes' goal tonight. Chaban, this is a better looking corner. Defended well though. And Senegal were breaking, and then it's taken a favourable bounce of sorts, but to be caught flush in the face. And that's why the referee has stopped play. And Bengate was leading the charge, but ball was blasted into his face by Akid. Very much accidental, but just leaving him a little bit groggy, a bit dazed and confused. So we'll restart with a drop ball. Senegal still in possession. Nearing the midway point in this second half as we head towards the final quarter. Remains goalless at the Stade El Abdi. Bouaska launched it long. Had very little service so far, the Tunisian front men. Barely been able to get Anis Saidi into the game. But, pass went out of play. This is Saidi. Came off Haj Abdallah. Fourth official ordering Alpha to take a few steps back, and it's going to end up being a throw for Tunisia instead. Adara. Very much a safety first approach there. So Moody. Trying to find space for a cross, ends up knocking out of play. Here comes Mbodji. Looking at his options, and Mbodji deflected low ball into the area. It's back, and that was a rather theatrical fall, but it's going to win a free kick for Senegal nonetheless. Did have his arms wrapped around Lamine Mbengue amid Aziz Japan, but definitely made the most of it. I think that's fair to say. Mbengue. Can Senegal take advantage of this free kick? Just keeping a close eye on Jeng and Akid into that area as the strike comes in, and it's off the upright and away to safety. That would have been a terrific goal. Ibrahim Assori looking for a second in as many games for Senegal. Denied by the post. Curling free kick had Sumbuaska beaten. Came back off the woodwork. Senegal, oh, so close to finally finding a way through. Was their match winner in the opening game. Ibrahim Assori was just a whisker away from scoring again. Alpha given away. They have had a bit more of the possession in the second half, at least, Tunisia. Trying to even things up, but he was beaten all ends up there. Bouaska, that was a brilliant strike from Sorry. But crashing back off the post. Oh, so close to putting Senegal ahead. Still urging his team on the sideline for Ibrahim Afai. Bocci is the man replaced. El Hadji Betifal comes on for him. Did have a shot saved in the first half from Bocci. And then almost got on the end of it. Low ball in from Mbengue in this second half. But comes Bouaska to gather. Just down and does well. Haj Abdallah Tayechi. Just cannot get anything going in attack at Tunisia today. Good challenge by Haj Abdallah. Looking to lead by example. Ibrahim Asari. He's part of the squad that won the trophy 2 years ago. He's got the captain's armband. It was ever so close to finding a way through for Senegal against dogged Tunisian sides. It's been on back, and Keed eventually gets across to cover. Has to concede a throw though. Sorry. Into the area. Low, and it was almost foul who was picked out. Again though, the defence holding firm, and Wanye had straight offside. No question about it. Tayachi. Gomes has been reduced to a virtual passenger so far. Well, Senegal came into today's game having gone 459 minutes in the group stage without conceding a goal. There might be in a bit of bother here though. Tayechi. He had no support, but that's a mistake as well, and Japan goes down. Appeals for a free kick, which falls on deaf ears. Just a moment's lapse there in concentration by Senegal. But Freddy Tayechi couldn't profit. Keed. Appeals here for a handball, and it is going to be a free kick. Benali saying that came off his chest, and it's going to be a yellow card for the Tunisia skipper. Let's have another look. It definitely came off the top of his arm, which was outstretched. So it's going to be another opportunity here from this free kick, and presumably little doubt that it's going to be Masari who's going to take aim once more. Being come within a coat of paint this time around. Being marched backwards. Well, if they can snatch a late goal here, Senegal will be short of a spot in the quarter-finals and a top spot as well. Tachi flat on the ground, just behind the wall in case they try and sneak it under. Benge an option as well. It's going to be sorry though, and it's a good save by Buaska. Turns it behind. It was well struck once more by Sorry. That was certainly creeping in. Moved well to his left, the Tunisia keeper. They do come away with the point. Will be a large reason why. Key save in a one-on-one with Marama in the first half, and it was a fine stop as well. Another change coming up here. Let's have a look as well as that the free kick was curled around the wall, but not beyond the left hand of Buaska. Benge with his arms raised, hoping that might get beyond Buaska, but wasn't the case, and he was by his teammates. So a couple of changes here as Taichi and Saidi, goal scorers from the other day, are replaced by Yassine Ben Mahmoud and Hossam Zaire. That was the wrong option there. Two substitutes getting in each other's way. Now, Barama is a man to try and pick out, but it's a poor ball in, straight into the arms of Buaska. He had Fall making it a run into the area. Free kick goes against Hossam Zaire. Plays in Switzerland. He was on the books of FC Zurich. So Barama is off for Senegal with Ibrahima Diallo on for the young Lions of Teranga. These closing stages. Forward from Gomes, and it's over the head of Benyaya. Looking for a free kick was foul. As Akid kicked and made no contact. Not sure he made any contact either with the foul, if truth be told. It's just caught on his heels a touch there, the central defender. Waiting for that ball to drop. I did say coming into this match that he felt it would be a very even encounter. Mohamed Amin Nafati. It's very much proved to be the case thus far. Senegal have created a little more than Tunisia, who have barely had a sight on goal, but the team has ultimately been able to grab that goal to this point. Wanye. Well, it's been missed there and almost opened up for Ibrahim Asori. Went Benyaya. Just grabbing his shoulder. It was an important touch from Abdeslam Akid. Smacking it against Sorry. Buaska. Searching ball forwards. It's going to, again, end up in possession for Senegal, and free kick inside the centre circle. Yes, Dowi's going to be spoken to by the referee. Sino Twanyanyukwa. So, I poked it through the legs of Dowie, trying to keep it alive. It's cut back by foul, but beaten to it by the defender in the end. Surely he's offside. No, flag is that does eventually go up. The linesman making absolutely certain. Well, if it stays like this, it's going to be a result that keeps Tunisia top of Group C on a goal difference above Senegal. And Gambia just a point behind with the 5-1 win over Somalia earlier on today. And the goal difference would be level with that over Tunisia. Trying to get the ball back out of the hands of his opponents is Alpha. Here is Wanye. Deflected through to Buaska. As we're into the final minutes of the 90. Well, both coaches hammered home the importance of not losing this match, and it's an approach that is to neither side really being able to create a great amount. Senegal certainly come closer. Five minutes still to be played. Free kick here taken by Ben Mahmoud. Headed away. Zaya went down. There's a bit of reaction from some of the crowd, but referee unmoved. So going to be a late twist in the tail here. Skied straight up by Adoui. Bengay. Just shrug off Shaban. Sorry. Jai. So, and it's deflected just wide. Had Bouaska going one way, but it was deflected the other, and he would have been helpless had that been on target. Strike from So. Cannoned off the leg of Abdulsalam Akid and nearly snuck inside the post. Still pushing for a late winner here, Senegal. Comes the corner, and it's back towards Sorry. And into the area once more. The shot is scuffed, but it might open the door. Still have to be careful here, Tunisia. Brave defending by Ben Yaya. Putting his body on the line. Ben Yaya is bundled to the ground a little unnecessarily by a foul. Just speaking to Bouaska for the time being taken over this goal kick. Not sure there's much doubt that at this stage Tunisia will more than settle for the point. Will leave them just needing to avoid defeat against Gambia on Monday. They want to qualify for the quarterfinals. It's also going to be a point that will guarantee them at the very least a playoff for a World Cup spot later this year. The 4 third-place teams will advance to couple of playoffs which will determine the final 2 qualifiers, with 10 of the 16 teams competing in Qatar at the end of the year. And the header here by El Hadji Sow. That's surely going to be the last chance that Senegal gets to pinch victory here, right at the death. So a goalless stalemate between Tunisia and the holders, Senegal, as both teams move up to 4 points in Group C. Result that keeps them both on course for the quarterfinals ahead of the final rounds of matches in this section. But nothing to separate the 2 sides this evening in El Jadida at the Stade El Abdi. Senegal had the better of the few opportunities, and Brahim Sorry came closest, rattling the post with a free kick in the second half.